Hi, my name is Indian Moore, and I'm a decorative painter. Today, I want to demonstrate one of these little fall fun tier tray set. And this set is from Roscoe Innovations. Um, and I don't know if I'm going to do them all or do 3 sets because it's pretty big. So we'll see how it goes. I might do two-part videos for these. So I'm going to be using today some DecoArt Americana paint, acrylic paint, and I'm also going to be using some Dynasty brushes, some foam brushes, and some brushes for dry brushing. Okay, and I'm going to start with the apples, these 2 apples, and maybe this corn maze. So I'm just going to move these aside. Okay, and we're going to do these. The first thing I'm going to do, I don't want to lose my pieces, so I'm just going to bundle them up together. These are apples. Now, we're going to have to paint, I believe, the back of these. I'm not sure, not the apple, but the basket, yes. Okay. Now, I'm going to paint this because these are going to sit on top. We might do maybe brown or black on the background so that it pops up. Okay, I'm gonna take out the red that I picked was berry red. We're gonna do that for the apples, but we're gonna do an undercoat for the apples so that the red pops up a little bit more. And you can use any gray, but I have gray sky. So we're gonna do the apples with gray sky first. I'm gonna put some on my palette paper. And I have these foam brushes which are amazing for base coating this without having to paint on the sides. So what you do is you wet your foam brush a little bit with water. And you just pinch out the excess water. You want it damp, not soaked. Okay, and then when you pick up the paint, you're gonna lay the paint, your brush flat and just pick some up. You don't want blobs of paint on your foam. You just want a little bit of paint. So I'm going to go from center out. And when you need a little bit more, just pick up again on the same side. And I only need 1 coat of gray for this. And I hope I had all the same sides. Yeah, I think I did. I want to make sure I didn't change them. Okay, and these guys, I don't have to do the leaf. I just want to do the apple part. If you don't have these, I do have them on my website, or you can use sponge daubers, whichever you prefer. Apple. Okay, I'm gonna just rinse off the paint on the foam brush. Just won't need that again. Okay. Now while that dries, I'm gonna put my little sign here with some asphaltum, and I'm gonna do the back of this as well. Okay. And put And you know what, I might do this one too where I have the asphaltum out. And what I'm gonna do is use a baby wipe method to do that. Grab a baby wipe. Okay, and so I have brown asphaltum on here. I just picked some up. And what we do is so it's basically just staining the wood. You have different shading. And then I'll let that dry. Do the same for this. And I need a little bit more paint. I'll have the list of all the supplies that I used today in the description below the video so that you can follow along. Oh, that was a little too much. Just take a clean in and wipe some off. Okay, and I'll do this here. And I might do the whole thing and see how it goes with the apples on top. Okay, now I'm gonna just move these, set those aside to dry. Okay, and now these are dry. We'll go back and do the apples with red. So you can pick whatever red you have on hand. Okay, I'm going to use the same foam brush. I'm going to pick some up and just go over this. And center out. I always go in the same direction when I'm base coating. I have more videos of these wood pieces on my website. I mean, on the YouTube channel. If you want to go back and look at them, there's a bunch of inserts for breadboard or the truck. So there's different inserts there and a few tier tray videos as well. And I might do the. I'm gonna probably. Let's see. I'm gonna do the apple in red, but I wanted the hot cider in yellow. So I didn't do the background gray on this, but that's okay. It'll be a different tone. And I think that's it for my red. I think I do want to give another coat. I'm gonna dry that out so it's a little bit more brighter. Okay. So I am a DecoArt helping artist, and there's a affiliated code if you want to go shopping on their website. It'll give you a discount on your shopping, so that helps. They only ship in the US, not in Canada. Okay, now I'm going to rinse off my brush. Some of this red off. Okay. Now I want to do the little arrow and these with some yellow. And the yellow that I have deep ochre. It's really pretty color. And I'm going to use that. I'm going to put some in the basket too. Okay, I'm going to pinch some of this water off. Okay, I'm going to use my little foam brush. So I'll definitely need another coat to this. Do that for my letters. Okay, and my basket. I'm going to use, I have it's a large foam brush. So same thing, I'm going to wet it and then just take some water off. And I'm going to do the basket in deep ochre. I'm also going to do the little sign in the same color. This is nice. I was hoping not to get any paint in my letters, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to, I thought I had some Q-tips down here. Okay, I'm going to just wet my, I was just trying to get some of this paint out. I didn't really want paint in my letters. So I can do this while it's wet. It's okay if I have a little bit. It's okay if I have a little bit of paint in it. Okay. Now I'm going to dry that up. Oh, I got a little bit of yellow there. I'm going to give another coat. And do this here. That's good. I'm going to leave that one like that. I'm just going to add a little bit of brown to it after. And I thought about doing this the same color and then add different, like a little bit of brown and white to it. Okay, so I'll give another coat to that. Okay. Oops. Okay, I'm gonna dry that up. And then while it's wet, okay, I'm gonna add another coat, and while it's like the paint is wet, we'll add some brown and some white to this. So give it a different little background. Okay, now I'm gonna leave my foam brush dirty there. I picked up a little bit of brown, and I just wanna, you can either dab it, it'll mix up with the yellow. Kind of make it look like it's a wicker basket, which it is. Darker along the corners. Okay, and then I have warm white. I'm gonna put a little bit of that on. And I'm just gonna use the clean side, pick up a little bit of white, just add a little bit of highlight in there. Need a whole lot. There. So now I have like a little bit of wicker, and then I'll go on top of this. Just like that. Okay, clean my brush off. For now, I'm just rinsing the water off my foam brushes there so that I can use it for another color. Okay, now let's add some brown to that. And I have like a shader, it's an angle brush. And I'm gonna wet my brush and pick up some brown, okay, some asphaltum, and I just want to add some at the bottom of this. Right here. And then I'm gonna do some, oops, let's bring this up. So just drag it along the bottom of this, just to add a little bit of color to this. Okay, I just want to redo this. Get a little darker. Okay, and then when that dries, I'll add a little bit of white. And I can also do brown on the word apple. Just like that. Okay. Now, I don't know why, but I got some cool, some yellow on there, so I just want to add some more red to this. Okay, I'm gonna add brown to this. So this is what that'll look like when it's together. I'm gonna pick up some asphaltum, and we're gonna do the bottom of the apple over here. Add some color. Here. Okay, and this as well, just run down the bottom. Okay, dry that up. Also, put some brown along the side of this one and this one. Okay. And this one here, I can do that one just a little bit darker. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of brown to that. Okay. Just run some brown at the bottom, and we'll also do the stick. Okay, I'm gonna dry that out. Okay, for the leaf of the apples, I'm gonna do leaf green, and the stem too needs to be brown. Okay, I have it's a 1/4 inch flat wash. These are great for base coating. So you wet it and just take the water out. Okay, and because it's so small, I'm just going to use my brush. And do a couple coats of this in green. You don't need a whole lot on the bristles. You just need to pick up just a little bit because it's always best to not put it too thick. And you might need another coat. Whoops. Okay, and the stem I'm going to do in brown. Okay, and we're also going to do in brown. Add a little bit of highlight to that. Check where, oh, you know what? I think I painted did I paint the wrong sign? Oh no, okay, it's this here. This one goes here. I have to think there for a minute. This will go like that. And then this one here went like that. Okay. This will help guide when you put this on. Like that. I just want to see how far to go, but I think I will go all the way to. Okay. Okay. Now let's add some highlight to our apples and our words. Okay, and I have warm white already. Okay. So I'm going to use my angle brush and I wet it. I'm going to pick up some warm white. Okay, and just add a little bit of color on the top part. Okay, let those dry. Here, just drag the brush so that it's just different little areas that will have some white. Okay. Now for the highlights on here, I just want to do like a little bit of dry brush and I'll show you how that's done. So I have paper towel. I have, these are Mezzalunas. They come in four different sizes, from small to extra large, and they're really, really good for dry brushing some color. So you use these dry, and I'm going to pick up some warm white. Okay, and then you just dry, you wipe as all the paint off of this. So you want it to go light, and then you work on applying darker as you go. So with a little bit of pressure, hold this a little straight up. I just want a little bit of color on here. Okay, and here. So you can go a long ways with just the one load of paint, but I am going to add a little bit more because I can tell it's fading a little bit too much. So again, I pick some up and I'm going to dry as much paint as there is on there. And this one here, I'll put on that side. So it's the opposite of the leaf. I'll go back and add some more here. And then you can go ahead and add some on the leaf. And if I wanted to, I could have just went in and add a little bit more white. And you can add a little bit more, some white in the center of this. Okay. And I might leave my brush dirty because I think we're going to use that again. I'm going to take this one out and see how that goes. This could have been a different color, I think. I might have had it. The red pops up really good. I'm not sure about my arrow. I think it's too late. I love the red. Okay. I might have a change of plan. I might do this green. The green is nice. And I might change these to red. I'll take just the. Okay, I'm going to redo these because I think the red will bring it out a little bit more. And it's okay if there's a different color at the bottom. I have too much water on my brush. Sometimes you don't know until it's actually done. And then you look at it and it's like, yeah, it could have been just a little bit different. Okay, I'll try that. And I'm gonna do this in green. Too much water in my brush. Gotta take some out. One more time. Okay, let that dry and then I'll add the color, the highlight to that. Okay, I'm gonna do this one green. I just want to look at it again. Yeah, I'm gonna do the whole thing green. Yeah, I think it might be good with just the one color on there. Okay, now let's add some color. So I'm going to go back to my asphaltum brown, do the bottom part. Okay, and I'll do the same for my arrow. And then just drag it at the end there. Okay. And yeah, the green makes it pop up a little bit better. Okay, dry that up. I'll add some white to it. And then these apples, we have to do green and brown for the back there. Okay, one white. Okay, well, this is so much nicer. There we go. Okay, that one is completed. And then I'm going to bring this one down. So we're going to do the back leaf and the stem. Okay, I'm going to take the little 1/4 inch flat wash and just coat the green. And you can go down a little bit so that it's fully covered. Okay. Brown. Okay. I'll dry that up. I kept my brush dirty. Grab another paper towel. I'm going to pick up the warm white and wipe as much as I can on the paper towel. And just add a little bit of highlight to this. Put a little bit on the stem too. There. Okay. And then I'm just going to check to see how this is going to go. Clues, it'll be like that. And there's a gap. I'm not sure if gap would be at the bottom or just on top. Because my apples will go to here. So this might go up a little bit higher than I thought. Okay, you know what I might do? Because there's going to be a gap. If I hold this like that, I'm going to add like a brown shade. So I'm going to use my angled brush and so just shade some brown in the back. I'll let that dry. Okay. That look better. Getting a little bit brown right here. Okay, let that dry. Okay, now I have the corn maze here. And we're gonna add some green, some yellow. Okay, I do have another green. This one is sunset gold. We're gonna do the corn and the leaf. And I have so this is Irish moss. And use this one. Now, if I did the letters in this color, I wonder if the yellow would pop up a little bit better than the other one. It's a little bit brighter. So what I'm gonna do is like this. Okay, I'm gonna do a letter in this yellow and see how it pops up on my background. So the yellow is a little bit better. I can see it. Okay. I'm gonna do my corn yellow. I'm gonna do my letters. So that, again, that is sunset gold. Oh, the E has to be this way. Make sure your letters are the right side. Okay, maze. Okay, I'm gonna dry that up. I might do it in green. I'm gonna add another coat. Okay. Now I'm going to do the green, and the green I might use two different colors just so it's not all the same. Wash off my foam brush. Okay, I'm going to use Irish moss, and I'm going to use that leaf green that I used for the leaf here. Okay, I'm going to grab for the leaf green. I'm going to do that for the background. Okay, and then that'll be, I just want to make sure. This one will go here. And this one will go on that one. Okay. Got a little bit of green on my corn now. Okay, I'm going to do this too. Okay, and this one here I might do just this part here dark, and the other part will be a different green. Okay, I'm going to dry that up, and I'll give another coat to that. Okay. Doesn't take long to dry. Oops. Got too much green on my corn here. Okay, and for those, I'm going to use the Irish moss. I'll just use the clean part. I'm going to add a little bit of the darker green too, just to different color. Okay, dry that up. Okay, oh, this one needs a little bit more dry. Okay, now that'll go on like this. And I want to make sure I got the right one. Oh. So we'll go here. And then here. Okay, now I'm going to add a little bit of brown to the corn. Okay, and put like that. And then this one here. And add a little bit of brown to my arrow here. Just to give it a little color. Then we'll do some brown. Some highlight, I mean. Over here. Okay. And here as well. Okay, I'm going to take the my brush. Where did I put it? This one here. We're going to dry that up. Oh, I want to put some brown on the bottom of my letters. Yes, I'm going to try this. I'm going to wait to pop out as much. I need a little bit more white. Listen to the top. It's a little too dark. I got too much paint on my brush. Okay, now once I have this on there, this will go here. We'll add some color to that as well. Okay, now I need to add a little bit more brown, a little lower. I'm gonna go back, pick up some brown. So the brown needs to be a little darker down in here. Okay, now I'm gonna do my letters. Oops. To the bottom part. Okay, I'm gonna dry that up and I'll add some white to it. See if I did a little bit there. That's better. Put some white. Add some to the top. Okay. I find this might need a little bit of green in there. So the green, the Irish moss, if I took a smaller one, I'm gonna pick some Irish moss and I'm gonna add a little bit of green in there. It's too much the same color. Just along the top part. Okay, and then I'm gonna add a little bit more white in the center area, just so that pops up a little bit better. There. Okay, I want to add some brown in here. Okay, now these are good to keep dirty till you're done with them. Okay, I'm gonna take my angle brush and I'm gonna pick up some brown. Okay, and I'm gonna just add some color below the line. To make it look like it's like the board. Okay, and I'll do some on top here. Do that for each little plank. Okay, and then for the bottom one, I might add some in the corners. It's not perfect, you're just adding a little bit of color. I'm gonna dry that up. Now I'm gonna take a sanding pad. Okay, and I'm gonna sand a little bit of it. I sand the colors. I'll take some along the edge. And then this is what this part will look like once it's on there. Okay, I have this. And I like how the you can see where your letters go. It's all imprinted on names. Oh, I love it. That is so cute. So cute. Okay, now that one's done. Okay, I'm gonna work on this one. Okay, I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna add the brown to this. Okay, down the bottom plank. And maybe a little bit here and there on the top part. Just to make the circle a little bit darker. You can tell if you need a little bit of water, if it's not applying very good. That means I need water. Oops. Okay, I'm going to dry that up and I'm going to sand it too. I'm going to take my sanding pad. It's a little wet. Rough up the edge there a little bit. I used the wrong side. There. This lines up your wood. Okay. Now, I didn't know if I was gonna do all of it, but I think I will. I'll go ahead and do it, and I'm just not gonna glue it because I'm pretty sure you've seen me glue the pieces before. So if I can paint it all, at least you have the idea of what it looks like. Okay, I have pumpkins here, and these ones. These are all tiny little pieces and okay. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do orange. Now the orange that I picked is Warm Sunset. It's very pretty orange. And I'll just go ahead and use the smaller foam brush. I'm gonna add more color to this. Sure I got the right side. All these little pieces. Some people will have a piece of tape at the bottom and they put all these little pieces on top. That way it's easier to hold on to. Oops. Okay, I'm gonna dry that and give another coat. And for the leaves, we can do some yellow, green, some oranges in there with all the color that I have on my palette. I'll give another coat. It's a very pretty orange. Okay, and this too. I'm gonna let that dry. Okay, and since the letters there are really pretty, while I have my paint, I'm gonna use the Sunset what is it? Sunset Gold for my lettering, and then we'll paint the little stems there. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I have my little foam brush. I'll give another coat to that. Dry this up, and then we'll add color to it. Okay, I'll add another color. Okay, while I have this brush dirty, I'm gonna just tap some yellow in here. We're gonna add multiple colors. So I'm just tapping some yellow. And then I'm gonna pick up, let me see, let's pick up I'm gonna keep my brush dirty there. I'm gonna pick up the orange that we did the pumpkin with, which was Warm Sunset. Just dab some orange here and there. Okay. My brush is dirty. And then I'm gonna just grab some of Irish moss. I'll grab it on the other side and just dab some green in here. And if it's too much, just use your finger. And then for the stem, I'll use brown. So there's a nice little leaf. Okay, I am going to grab my angle brush. I'm going to put some brown at the bottom and some white on top. I love this brown. Okay, and I'm gonna do just this stem right there. Okay, and maybe add a little bit of brown here and there. Just on the ends. Dry that up. Okay, I'm gonna take this 1/4 inch flat wash. I'm gonna pick up some brown and I'm gonna do my little stems. Just do that a little bit darker. Okay, and I'm gonna add some white. highlight. Some more white. Okay, now those letters are done. That's very pretty. And I might add just a little bit of white. Just messy. It's not perfect. You're just adding a little more color. Okay, and then what I wanted to do for this is I have like a little what is this? It's a 08 rigger, so it's like it's a liner. I'm gonna wet it. I'm gonna pick up some of that brown. Okay, and I want to do like a little bit of a vein in here. If you're not comfortable using a liner, you can always use a marker. Okay, that just added a little more to it. Okay, and now my pumpkin, we're gonna add some white to it. So I have my Mezzaluna, and I'm gonna add a little bit of white to the stem. Okay, and I'm gonna add some color to my pumpkin. I have here red spice, so it's a little darker. Okay, and if I was, so that one will go on top of that, add my shapes together, that will help me. That, and then this one here, so all goes together. Okay. Now, I'm going to take my angle brush. I'm going to pick up some of that red spice. Okay, and I'm going to darken the bottom. If I have to, I'll go a little bit more dark. It's okay if I go on top of the middle section because that's going to go right on top. Here, I don't have a center, so I'm going to get the bottom. I have to add a little bit of brown to it. I don't know if it's dark enough. Okay, and then if I held on to this, I can just go right across. Okay, so if I hold on to it again, I'm going to go right across. Okay, I'm going to dry that up. It might not be dark enough. I might add a little bit of brown to it. So I'm going to keep my brush dirty and I'm going to pick up some brown. Yeah, that's nice. Run this across. Okay, I'm gonna add some highlights to it, and I was thinking of adding a different little orange color on top. I have this one's peaches and cream. I'm gonna add that on top of my pumpkin just to add a little bit of color. And what I'm gonna do, needs to be shaken a little bit, just dry brush that. I might need to clean my little one. Okay, now I'm gonna use this one, but I had a little bit of green on it. So what you normally do, instead of wetting it with water, because I want it dry, if you use some which I'm almost out of some hand sanitizer, not rubbing alcohol, but hand sanitizer. So what you do is clean it by rubbing. I have hand sanitizer anyways, and I clean it this way. So you keep wetting it with that till the paint comes off. So that's how you would clean it until you're able to wash it with soap and water. Okay, see, now all my green's gone. So that's good till now, for now. Okay, now I have peaches and cream on my palette. So pick some up. I'm going to dry this off. And add some, hold this a little bit straight up. So it's not as white. This a little bit brighter. So just hold on to this and then do that part. When it dries, it's a little lighter. It's not as bright. I add a little bit of white. Now, I'm going to keep it dirty. I'm just going to pick up a little bit of white just to make it, I don't know, just a little bit brighter. It doesn't have to be as wide as the first one. It's there. Okay, I'm going to keep my brush dirty in case I need it some more. Okay, this one here. I had 3 pumpkins on top here. And then that one went there. Okay, let's do the leaf and a little stem there. Pick up my little flat wash. And then this here, let's do that in green. Oops. Okay, and then I'll just keep my brush dirty and I'll pick up a little bit of the Irish moss. I'll put that on top, and then I'll add a little bit of white to it. My little crow. Oh, we gotta be very careful. Oh, came off on the thing here. Okay. I'm gonna use the deep ochre, and I'm gonna just do the little beak and do his little legs. Okay, and I'm gonna paint him black. And while I'm using the black, I'll do the tire. Cute. I'll add a little color to that later. Okay, and then I'm gonna do this black, and we'll just add some color to it later. Okay, not that I don't want to lose my how this goes, so I'm just gonna put that aside. Okay, the signs are gonna be brown, or my little plaques will be brown. And this. Okay, now okay, that'll have to be brown. Okay, so I'll get another baby white, and we're gonna do a little wash of brown. Maybe a little bit more. Do the top one brown. Okay, and then that'll be like yellowish. Okay, I'm gonna stain this one brown just because I want it to keep the writing in there. Okay, and I'm gonna do this brown so that all my the orange and green pops up. Okay, my handle on here will be black. So let's go ahead and do this one black. And a space here. And then my wagon, I am going to do that gray. And the gray, I'm going to probably use Gray Storm, a little darker gray, and then we'll just highlight it with the lighter gray. It's okay if I go over the wheel because that's going to be covered. All the way to the handle, and I'm going to do the top here. That is that. I don't think I'm going to do a second coat because I'm going to add a different color to it. My tire does need a little bit of more black. just around here. Okay, now this here, I'm gonna do that in yellow. Okay, so I'm gonna pick up, I didn't clean this very good. I'm gonna use the deep ochre for this. So we're gonna base coat this and then we'll add like some hay to this. I'm gonna go over where the sign is gonna go and the crow. Okay, I'm gonna dry that, give another coat. Give a little bit more deep ochre. I'm gonna wash that off. Dry this off. I'm gonna add a little bit of dark brown to these. So while that dries, I'm gonna pick up some brown. I'm gonna add some on the top and the bottom. Okay, this too. And if you wanted to, there's no writing on here. You can write something. You could put pumpkin patch, pumpkins for sale. I'm gonna add a little bit of brown to his little legs and his claws. Okay, I'm gonna grab that liner, this here, and we're gonna add some hay to this. So I'm gonna start off with some brown, and I'm just gonna, from here to there, I'm just gonna stroke some in here. And then I'm gonna go to the bottom, and it's okay. I'm gonna add some other colors on top of it too. Try that. Okay, I'm gonna use the Sunset Gold, and what I want to do is make it a little inky paint. So I'm gonna add some water to my paint. Okay, now I want to add some strokes, and then we're gonna add a little bit of white too, just so that it pops up a little bit more. Just keep adding some lines, different sizes. I'm going to keep my brush dirty, and I'll just keep this wet. I'm going to just pick up a little bit of white just to add a little bit of more color here. So you can go back and forth with whatever color you want. You can add green to this if you want. Lines don't have to be perfect. Looks a little primitive. There. And then this will go on top like that. Okay. Now I'm gonna add maybe a little bit of some white dry brush on these. So I picked up some white, just a little bit here. Okay, and then I'm just going to leave this dirty. I'm going to pick up that gray sky that we used at the beginning and just wipe this off. Okay, what I want to do is add a little bit, some in here for some color here. Maybe a little bit on top. I'm not sure if we're going to see it or not. Okay, and the tire too. I'm going to add some color to the tire center. All the way around. In my handle. And I think I got it all. Oh, I'm going to put some on my leaf. And my little stem. Add some white. Okay, I think we got all the colors. Now I'm going to wash those off. I'm going to let that soak too. Okay, and let's see here. Let's see what if I need anything else. Go like that. Oh, this goes here. That's still a little wet. Okay, I just saw that on my wagon. There's two little pumpkin pieces there that don't have little pieces. I hope I didn't lose them. But I'm just gonna paint it in. Just dab. I'll just paint those in. I don't know if I lost the little pieces or not, or if they came with little pieces, but that's okay. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's add a little brown to that. Okay, this will go like that. Cool. We should have dry brushed a little bit of white on my crow. I just noticed that. Okay, I'm gonna pick up white. I picked up a little bit bigger brush because I just put it in the water and I don't want it wet. Let's just add some color to him. Okay. Oh, that's where this pumpkin came from. I didn't know. I think I'm gonna put this one here. The little one will go in here. There, that makes more sense. I can have it down here, or I can have it up here. Okay, I'm gonna move this. Okay, I want to add a little bit of brown to this. Okay, we're almost done. went pretty well. I'm not sure what time it is. I'm gonna dry that. Okay, there's a few that I want to sand. A few pieces that I want to sand. Okay, now that'll go over here. Wow, I think these are so cute. So we can write something on here. I don't know if I have white markers down here, but you can write pumpkins for sale. You can, I do have, let's see here. Marker here. I don't know if the you can put 25 cents. And then I can, what I'm gonna do is take my little liner, and if you add little dots to the tips, and then you can write something on that one too. I'm not sure, but something will come up. Okay, now there's a few pieces that I want to sand. Like I already did this one and I'm pretty happy with it. I'm not gonna mess with the signs or anything. This one here too, I did my letters. You can do the ends of the leaves a little bit if you wanted to. You don't have to sand any of this if you don't want to. You have to be careful not to break your pieces though. I'm going to do my pumpkin. Use sandpaper. You don't have a sanding block or sanding. These are called sanding pads. You have to be careful with your letters. The letters sometimes it's better if you have sanding pad. If you wait, well, that. Let's see if I can do it a little bit more. And then, so that one's done. Okay, like I said, I'm not going to glue them. I'm going to place them and then you can see how, like, when you do them, you'll see how they're placed. So this one was one of them. And then I'm going to do my apples. Just be careful not to press too hard. Okay, and then, whoops, I grabbed my mat. Let me replace this. I grabbed my mat by accident and now it flipped over. Oops. Oh, fall up here and down here. Okay. All good. All good. Okay, if you laid it down, send a little bit of this. Okay. And I wanted to do the background on these. I'm not going to do the letters on these ones because I like it just the way it is. But I'm going to take my sanding pad for this and just sand a little bit of that. Okay. I'm going to place these. Apple cider. Okay, now that is another one. And I'm gonna, no, this one was fine. I like the way that one is. I'm gonna do this one. So I'm gonna move this one up here. And then I'm gonna sand a little bit the edge. I love this. It makes it really look a little older. Leaves. I'm gonna need to do that, but I can do the center a little bit. Okay, and I'm gonna do my apple. Okay, I'll place this back. So there's a little gap in between them. Okay, now that's this one. Pick them. I'll put it all together in areas so that you can see everything. Okay. And then this one here, I don't have much to do in this one. A few little spots here. And I have this little guy here I'm gonna sing in. There. And I'm gonna sand my tire. A little bit on the leaf, not much. Okay, and I'm just gonna, I don't know if this is gonna work or not. Oops. I might have to do individual little pieces. I don't do the bottom part, I only do the top part. Very careful with the fine little pieces. Again, you don't need to do this part, but I like it distressed a little bit. Do that with all my pieces. And this one, the other one already got done. Okay, I'll put this guy together. Okay. It gets really dusty. When you're done, always spray your wood when it's completely dry with the wood sealer. You can get clear matte, or if you like gloss, but when you spray your wood surface, it'll keep it really it'll protect your acrylic paint, and the color will stay vibrant for a very long time. You can also spray them once it's all glued together. Just sand the piece down. Okay, and we'll pair up with the crow. Okay, and the pumpkins. Okay, now let's get this last piece together, and that goes down here. This one goes there, and I'll put my pumpkin here. So again, I can put this on top, or I can put it at the bottom. With all this stuff. So, oops. It's very easy to put together. You just gotta be careful. Okay. And that completes the whole set. I didn't know if I was going to do it all, but I couldn't stop, so it's done. Okay, so again, this is the fall fun. It's a tier tray set, and that is from Roscoe's Innovation. I hope you really enjoyed this. I have many more videos. Subscribe, like, and share my YouTube channel, and this helps me grow. Thanks for painting along. If I could stop this.